Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 5 and my picks for Week 6 for the 2023 NFL season. Check it out. Well, before I get to my thoughts, I want to send my condolences out to the people out in Israel who have been suffering from that attack the other day. So that's why I'm a little day later too. I was a little emotionally distraught about it. So, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do it or not. It's been really a struggle. Kind of like what happened to, what happened to it's just, hold on just a minute. So it's Damar Hamlin last year. I was kind of torn about it, but I still did it. But I figured, I'd just help support, help everyone out, and bring everybody their football predictions and stuff like that. So I'm still here. So my condolences out to everyone out in Israel, though. But it's really a sad situation right now. And anyways, I apologize for the day late. I apologize for a day late too. I've been a little busy with other stuff, so that's why I'm not doing it on Tuesdays, which I did it today. Doing it Wednesday night. So anyways, that being said, let's get on to my thoughts about Week 5. Washington, Chicago. That was definitely one of the shocking upsets of the week so far, to say the least. Chicago said, look, we need a win. There we go. Buffalo and Jacksonville. I will say this, Jacksonville has Buffalo's number for some reason, to say the least. I don't know why. Houston and Atlanta. I got to tell you, that game was a really impressive game for both teams, to say the least. I really liked how C.J. Stroud came into the game of the league and get to the game-winning field goal in the game. That was pretty good. And of course, Atlanta had played a good dogfight of their own. That was pretty impressive. So, which I'll get to that one in a bit. So, Tennessee and Indianapolis. Many questions in Tennessee right now. Detroit and Carolina. I might say Carolina should just tank it this year. They are just pretty much a bad football team. And Frank Wright is a horrible coach. Horrible coach. Miami and the New York Giants. Miami won. Offensively, they're one of the most powerful offenses we've seen in a long time. Probably since the greatest show on turf. I mean, that's the way I look at it. All right, here we go. The Saints and my Patriots. All I could say this from my Patriots, one of the worst offenses in the league. And I gotta tell you, my bowling skills are much better than the Patriots offense right now. That's how bad that offense is right now. And definitely with Christian Gonzalez and, of course, Matthew Judon, that defense is absolutely nothing. Nothing. And I'll tell you, if those two guys are still in the defensive core right now, they would still be in the hunt for wins. That's all I can say about that one. But to say the least, not to toot my own horn, but I'm usually like a 200 average bowler and stuff like that. And there's a guy out there in the channel, got 220 average bowler out there. He can put up better numbers than my Patriots offense right now. So anyways, if you like bowling, check out average 220 bowler right there. He really makes good bowling videos, which soon enough, I could be doing that once if I finally graduate. So it could be another YouTube channel on the way, like I mentioned like a year ago, a season ago, that I'm going to be on the verge of doing that soon. Maybe once when I finally graduate, I'll do that. So anyways, look out for that. That being said, Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh put up a really good defensive game, and they showed up. But don't get too horned on Baltimore yet. Philadelphia and the Rams. Philadelphia is still undefeated. Cincinnati and Arizona. Definitely a bounce-back game for Cincinnati, to say the least. And that was a game they needed. But Arizona is putting up some good fights. The Jets and Broncos. Well, congratulations to the New York Jets. They got a win. That's all I can say, but it was against the Broncos. One of the worst teams in the league right now. Kansas City and Minnesota. I gotta say this. That was I don't care if you're on Minnesota side or Kansas City side or whatever side you're on. That was a pass interference call. No doubt about that. That was much pass interference. Everybody's seen it. Everybody knows it. Couldn't believe they didn't make that call. And for San Francisco and Dallas, it just goes to show that San Francisco is the better team. The best football team in the league right now. One of the top teams right now. As for Dallas, this is where it ends. That's all I'm going to say. Green Bay and Vegas. If you would have told me that disagreed that Vegas was going to outbeat Green Bay, I would have thought you were crazy. But you know what? Vegas did. I'm still questioning Josh McDaniels. But other than that, it was a good win. No harm. But anyways, straight up, I went 8-6. And against the spread, I went 7-6-1 overall the year. In over and under, my best over and under overall in the year, I went 3-1. So, and because of that, straight up, I went 45-33 so far of the year. 36, 38, and 3 pushes in against the spread overall. And 7 wins and 7-11 overall in the year. So anyways, that's my record for the week. My thoughts about week 5. Let's get on to my week 6 picks. Okay, before we get to my picks though, let's get on to the buys. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers this week. So if you have Jordan Love, the Packers defense, or if you have Kenny Pickett or the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, bench them this week because they're not going to be playing on fantasy football or dynasty week. So be on the lookout for that. So make sure you bench them this week. Anyways, that being said, let's kick things off on the Thursday night game with Thursday night football with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes has been undefeated against the Denver Broncos this year, and I think that streak continues right now. So anyways, that being said, it's at home in Kansas City, so I think Kansas City is going to take the win over the Denver Broncos in this game. On the line, though, Kansas City is favored by 10.5 in this game. I'm not crazy about double digits, but, it's against Denver. Why not? So I'm going to take Kansas City minus 10.5. Over and under, it's 47. I'm going to shoot for over 47. And, of course, Bella comes to visit again. All right, Bella, say hi to the camera. All right. All right, I'll feed you in a minute, girl. All right? Come on. I'll feed you in a minute. All right, come on. Stay here for a minute. All right, you can be on my lap. All right. Continuing on, the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans in London. So, yeah. You can hear her purring. I know that. Anyway, she loves her daddy. Anyways, that being said, with Baltimore and Tennessee in London, both teams have something to prove right now. Tennessee has something to prove. Baltimore has something to prove. But I think Baltimore has the better average on defense right now. And I think that's going to keep momentum for Baltimore right now. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens over the Tennessee Titans in this game, as Tennessee is a designated home team. So on the line, though, this is an upset game, so just be on the lookout for Tennessee's favorite in the game. So on the line, though, Tennessee's favored by 3.5 in this game. So my upset of the week, so I told you Baltimore's my upset of the week, and Baltimore's going to win. I'm taking Baltimore plus 3.5. Over and under, it's 40. I'm going to shoot for 40 on this one because I'm going to take my chances on this one. The Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Well, as I'm going to say, I was very impressed with Atlanta. So impressed that Washington, I'm not too sure they can put up a chance. Because they gave up over 24 points on Chicago as they beat them. It was 42-24 and something like that last Thursday. But to say the least for Atlanta, since perspective, they made it a good fight in the end. And it did Atlanta. If it was in Washington, I probably would have gone the other way with this. I was hesitating to take Washington, but I was like, So I'm still not convinced on Washington's offense right now. So that's why I'm going to take Atlanta. So I'm going to take Atlanta over the Washington Commanders in this game in Atlanta. On the line now, Atlanta's favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Atlanta minus 2.5. The Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Somebody has to win in that division. Who's it going to be? Well, Jefferson with the hamstring injury. We don't know about that. But until then, I'm taking the Chicago Bears in Chicago over Minnesota in this game. When it comes to Jefferson's injury, I'll let you know. And if he comes back, I will probably change that. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Chicago Bears over the Minnesota Vikings in this game in Chicago. On the line, so far that's an upset. But I'm going to, Minnesota's favored by 3 in this game. I'm taking Chicago +3. No matter what happens with the Jefferson injury, I'm keeping the Chicago +3 on that one. So, if anything changes, it's going to be my straight up pick on that one. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks in this game. This game, this can go either way. But it's in Cincinnati. It's in Cincinnati right now. They have home field advantage. And that's what Cincinnati is really good at right now, is the home field advantage in this one. So, I'm going to take Cincinnati over Seattle in this game in Cincinnati. On the line now, Cincinnati's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Seattle +3 because they can go either way. San Francisco and the Cleveland Browns. I will say this for Cleveland. They are a much better defensive team right now than San Francisco, I would say the least. Well, even though they put up a great defensive game against Dallas, to say the least. But anyways, San Francisco's a full-rounded team than Cleveland. Cleveland has a much better defense, especially on the secondary side. So I will say the San Francisco 49ers over Cleveland in Cleveland this game. Do I think Cleveland has a shot? Yeah, they do. But do you think I'll win them? Do you think they'll beat them? No. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take San Francisco over Cleveland in this game in Cleveland. On the lineup, San Francisco's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take San Francisco -3. The Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. I would never, ever take double digits on this one, especially that big of a spread, which I'll get to a bit. But Frank Wright is just showing everybody he's one of the worst coaches in the league, one of the worst ones of all time, and he's probably lucky he got a coaching job from Philadelphia, to say the least. But anyways, if I were Carolina, I would fire him and try to go back to Doug Peterson in Jacksonville. That's what I would do if I were him right now. Because those two together, they won a Super Bowl, to say the least. So anyways, that being said, it's so bad for Carolina that I'm taking Miami over Carolina in this game in Miami. On the line now, Miami's favored by 14 in this game. You know how I feel about those big double-digit ones. I'm not crazy about them, but I'm doing it. It's a full price to pay. So I'm going to take Miami -14 in this game. Jacksonville and Indianapolis. Now, speaking of Jacksonville, so Doug Peterson and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they got 2 big wins in London. Good for them. It goes to show you they're an all-rounded club, too. Probably an underrated team right now, to say the least. But despite that, I think Jacksonville has the better edge in this one. But I will give Indianapolis credit, but because Anthony Richardson's out, so we don't know how long he's going to be out for. So, anyways, that being said, he's still questionable if he could play or not. I don't know, so we'll find out. So, anyways, as of now, I'm going to take Jacksonville over Indianapolis in this game in Jacksonville. This will get Indianapolis in this game. Jacksonville is favored by 4 in this game. I'm taking Indianapolis +4. The New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Now, for Houston, if this is a good challenge team right now they're going to be facing. For C.J. Stroud, I will say this for C.J. Stroud. He never had an interception so far. And if he does, it's going to be in this game right there. Because the New Orleans defense has been really a solid defensive team. Offensively, not as much. But they did put up 34 over my Patriots, so I'm not going to judge them for that. But anyways, that being said, I think New Orleans has the better edge in this game, so I'm going to take New Orleans over Houston in this game. In Houston, on the line now, New Orleans is favored by 1.5 in this game. I'm going to take New Orleans -1.5. The Las Vegas Raiders and my New England Patriots. Now, if you're talking about a road field advantage, my Patriots have it. But, to say the least, I'm really not looking forward to this because Josh McDaniels is facing his former team as the offensive coordinator for the Patriots for so many years with Tom Brady. Now he's in Vegas. And I'm not the biggest Josh McDaniels fan when it comes to head coaching. Offensive coaching, offensive coordinator, yes. Head coach, no. But to say the least, I will give credit where credit's due for Josh McDaniels. He knows how to beat Hoodie. He knows how to beat him. I think he's undefeated against Hoodie, if I remember correctly. So, he hasn't lost a game against Hoodie and Bill Belichick. So what does that tell you? Not a good sign for my Patriots to come. If you thought the last 2 games against Dallas and New Orleans was bad, I think it's going to be a lot worse than that. And I'm going to hate to say it, time is going to change. Something's got to give. Something's got to fit. Yeah, rebuild on offense, or we have to let go of Bill Belichick. At least at the GM spot. Something's got to change on that. So I don't know how Robert Kraft is handling it. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not going to say anything about it. But to say the least, I have to go with this. I'm taking the Las Vegas Raiders over my Patriots in this game. Until there's some changes going on, I don't see my Patriots winning a lot of games right now. So until then, I'm taking the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas over my Patriots in this game. On the line now, Vegas favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Vegas -3. The LA Rams and the Arizona Cardinals, a division matchup. Someone's got to win. So I think I'm going to go with the LA Rams, who are trying to bounce back in the playoffs for the first time since their Super Bowl run. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the LA Rams over the Arizona Cardinals in this game. But give Arizona credit. They have been playing well for a team who's not winning games. So on the line though, the LA Rams are favored by 6 in this game. I'm going to take the Rams -6. The Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, if you're going to talk about a game of the week, this game is it. So, anyways, that being said, Detroit and Tampa Bay. This is too close of a call. I was debating back and forth. It's in Tampa Bay. It was one of those games I was flipping back and forth, but I got to go with who is the better quarterback in this one, which is Jared Goff. No disrespect to Baker Mayfield. He's having a great comeback here. But I think I'm going to take the edge on the Detroit Lions in this one. They're an all-rounded ball club, from offense to defense to special teams in this one. That's what I see from my Patriots for many years, from the Detroit Lions, from Dan Campbell. This is what I've been seeing from my Patriots for many years, and I'm not going to be surprised if they're going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs. So I'm going to take the Detroit Lions over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. On the line now, Detroit is favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Detroit -3. The Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Congratulations to the New York Jets. You got to win last week. Now you got to pay the price against the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not going to get any easier. So I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the New York Jets in this game in New York. On the line though, Philadelphia is favored by 6 in this game. I'm going to take Philadelphia -6. Sunday Night Football. The Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Another New York Giants team who's in deep trouble right now. One of my disappointments right now is the New York Giants right now. For good reasons, too. No defense. And Danny Dimes and Daniel Jones is not playing some good numbers either, like Mac Jones. And to say the least, Buffalo is... If they could attack Buffalo secondary, maybe they have a shot, but I can't see it happening. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the New York Giants in this game in Buffalo on Sunday night. On the line now, this is where I'll get the New York Giants. The Buffalo Bills are favored by 14 in this game. I'm taking the Giants +14. Excuse me, the New York Giants +14. Over and under, it's 46.5. I'm going over 46.5. Monday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Chargers. So now this is a game I expect to be an offensive game. So this is a big offensive game in this game. I expect it to be a high-flying game in this game. I think this is going to go down whoever's the ball last in this one. It's probably going to be Dallas. And the reason why I say that is that the LA Chargers have no defense. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys over the LA Chargers in the game in LA. On the line now, Dallas is favored by 2 in this game. I'm going to take Dallas -2. Over and under, it's 47.5. I'm going to go for over 47.5. Okay, a big shout out this week is my good old buddy, Martin Wrong. Definitely check him out, and definitely check out the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator page in the description down below. Until then, this is Andrew Martin, signing out saying, rock out.